Hey guys, welcome back to Clownfish TV. This is Kneon. I am here with Geeky Sparkles.
Hello.
And we're going to talk about something nobody is talking about. We're going to talk about Hoppers. That's the new Disney Pixar movie that you probably forgot existed, but the media is in full swing trying to remind you that it exists, and it's not looking too good for opening weekend.
No, and it's what happened was a couple days ago, apparently there was an early screener. And I happened to notice because Hoppers was, hashtag Hoppers was trending. I'm like, what the flip? No one cares about this movie. Well, they gave it to their friendly media for like an early screener of it. And they're all like, oh my God, guys, it's the most amazing, beautiful, wonderful thing ever, which we're going to look at those in a minute. But it was interesting to me was a lot of these people don't have many followers. They have more likes. Some of them have more likes than they have followers. They're also, some of them are very big Disney shill accounts. Somebody on Reddit was talking about how it's probably not the real reaction to the film. It's their friendlies. And it all appeared on the day that tickets went on sale because nobody remembers this movie exists, nor do they care. And it is not looking good for this movie. So now Disney is like with Elio, no one knew it existed until it came out. People are like, I didn't even know it came out. I think Disney's trying to hurry up and ramp that up now to try to avoid that. But it is looking like it's going to do worse than Elio because nobody cares.
Yeah, Pixar, like they have, other than sequels, they have really fallen off. And I get that they're trying to do occasional new stuff, but the new stuff they're picking is just it's not good. Elio, again, you saw Elio, you said the movie itself wasn't that bad, but it's not resonating with audiences. And a lot of these movies look like something that would be, direct to streaming. And I think they set that precedent, a few years ago during the pandemic. They're like, oh yeah, you can watch all the Pixar movies on streaming, but this one looks bland AF. Like it doesn't even look Pixar.
And like, here's the thing. We don't know if it's a good movie. I kept stressing that. Do we know if it's a good movie yet or not? No, we have no idea because there hasn't been enough scene of it to even tell. We don't know. It could be like a really good movie. No idea. But the point still remains, no one cares.
Yeah.
That's the problem. And now it's coming out like March 4th or something like that, early March. So we're like a month out. And when you talk to people, they're like, what the hell's Hoppers? I don't hear anybody talking about it. I'm on Disney blogs and stuff all day because it's my job. No one's talking about this movie because nobody cares.
And, well, they're going to get their butts kicked anyway because Mario 2 comes out just a couple weeks after this one, and that's where everybody's going to go. That is an event movie. People are going to go see the new Mario movie. They're not going to go see this. They're going to be like, we can wait for streaming. It doesn't matter if it's good. People are like, well, it's good. Well, just because something's good doesn't mean it's going to make money, right?
Yeah.
Just because something's bad doesn't mean it's not going to make money.
I'll probably have to see it just so I can review it. And if it's good, I'll say so. But it's just like, that doesn't change back. No one cares. And right now, it's really tracking poorly. Here, I'm trying to pull this up to show you. It's tracking at, according to Box Office Theory, it's tracking at $15 million.
Oh my God.
Or is that the Bone Temple? Whatever. 15 to 18 million each. Yes. 15 to 18 million is for the 4-day start. 4 days
for a Pixar movie.
18 million for this movie because nobody knows what it is, nor do they care.
Yeah, that's bad. And that would actually, this one might actually wind up being the worst performing Pixar movie of all time. If that is what it's tracking at, because that's less than Elio. Elio was what, like 20, 21, something like that?
Oh, Elio box office opening did like 20 million
and that was
domestically.
Bad. And that was bad.
So yeah, it's not looking super great. So before we get into it any further,
please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants, guys. You'll get a woohoo if you do.
Woohoo!
If you want to support us, go out to more.clownfishtv.com. That's more, more.clownfishtv.com. We don't do super chats over here, but you can support us over there. Thank you very much for that support. And God knows Pixar needs all the support they can get.
Well, I saw this, like I said, on the X, I almost said Twitter the other day, and I commented on it. And I'm like, I'm not believing this. I'm like, sure. I'm not buying any of this. And I started looking into it a little bit, and I put this up there. I was like, we see all these posts with the Hoppers hashtag. Same day it's coming out for ticket sales. And it's all amazing. And it's like, I immediately was like, sure. And I looked into it more after I posted this, but I said, the comments are lockstep. Their buzz isn't there. I question it even more. A lot of the posts don't have comments, just likes and shares, which we're going to talk about that, and they're disproportionate to what they usually get.
Right.
And then I said I call BS because some of these accounts, they started as soon as the tickets went on sale. Here, this Draven person who they have 1,600 followers, 817 likes, 62 retweets, 8 comments. Sometimes they'll have comments listed and they don't have anything show up. at Pixar, like, look, guys, I did what you told me to do. And then if you go to their other posts, you're going to find they don't have anywhere near that interaction normally. You know?
Yeah. So this is how they operate, and we know this because we were on the media list for Disney.
Yeah,
for
look here,
years.
5 likes.
Yep.
2 likes. This isn't normally what the kind of likes they get, and just adding the Hoppers hashtag isn't going to be enough to do it. Like this person here, they have 1,163 followers, 272 likes, 59 retweets. A lot of times when you go to the retweets and you hit like, view quotes, no, that keeps happening. No quotes. Like no one's quoting it. They're just sharing it. What competition is there for favorite line of the year? Cool. All this other stuff. And if you go out to their normal, I mean, this is not throwing shade at any of these people. I'm just saying their normal interactions on posts, they don't get that was their one. Here's one they're sharing from Pixar. But a lot of them, like this place I noticed before, they mostly retweet stuff. They very rarely post their own stuff. And when they do post their own stuff, they get like, well, this one got 151, but it was a Disney one. And then I noticed that. And you came down here to one of their other ones they posted. Let me find it because it's just them retweeting shit all day long. No likes. Only when it reposts Disney content, which is amazing. They got to go view, get an early showing of this. And they've gotten Disney content posts that suddenly got all these likes on it. It's just very, very strange. This guy, more likes than they actually have followers, okay? And then when you go to the other posts, all they do, I interview all your favorites from Disney and Pixar. Look, here's me with Disney. Oh, and look here, I'm recording lines like with the Zootopia actors.
Yeah.
And then that only got 5 likes, right? That only got 5 likes, but his latest post about 1,000 likes and 118, retweets. Let me guess, any view quotes? Oh, there's one. When I did, there's one view quote. It doesn't make, and then you can't see who's liking it anymore. They blocked it now for privacy. You can't see who all the accounts are liking it. But if you did, they're all the same accounts.
Yeah, there's definitely something up with this. Now, like I was saying before, we were on the Disney media list for a number of years, and they would invite us to events, and you were expected to play ball when you were invited to an event. And what they do is they would bring you in, literally wine and dine you, give you a nice hotel room. They would let you ride all the rides for free. They give you like unlimited fast passes. That was the whole thing. Swag bags, the whole thing. But the expectation is you will say nice things.
Well, right? That's it. Look here, okay? I've seen Hoppers. I haven't stopped thinking about it. It's one of the most original, heartfelt, wacky films to come out in recent memory. Hoppers is an absolute hoot. Hysterical, incredibly clever charmer. Hoppers is a hilarious force of nature. Wildly anarchic comedy. I wanted the world to know that I've seen Hoppers, and it's amazing. And then up here...
It doesn't look, it looks like Open Season. It looks like Over the Hedge. It looks like every other talking animal movie I've ever seen, right? It doesn't look like distinctly Pixar. But it's
lockstep. It's an unhinged in the best way, escalating until it hits the emotional climax only Pixar can pull off. It's like the most electric and funniest film of the year. How do you know? It's not even February.
Yeah, they're like, and this is the wrong place. I mean, this is the thing too. Like, I mean, they have to be out on Instagram or something too, because I'm like, families aren't on X, right? X is a very, kind of tech bro heavy site now. People that are terminally online are on X. People that want political fights are on X.
Well, they're doing it other places too, I'm sure. But it's just ridiculous. Now, I want to point this out. I went out there and I was on the Disney subreddits, which I usually am to look for stuff for news. Social media reactions for Pixar's Hoppers are already being posted, and they are positive. And they put this Yahoo up, right? And then immediately someone's like, a little background, press screenings are usually the week of and the week before. Screenings any earlier than this are targeted screenings. So while the movie could be incredible, I'm not surprised early reactions are positive. This other person, I work in entertainment marketing, video games, and these kind of previews are almost always assuredly for friendlies. Yes. Nothing inherently wrong with that, and it doesn't mean the movie's bad. It just means any responses to these screenings are biased sampling.
Yeah, and I don't think, again, I want to be clear. I don't think the movie is necessarily bad, just like Elio wasn't necessarily bad. It's just that nobody gives a shit. Nobody cares about this movie.
Here, this person, the most electric and funny film of the year, and it's January. That's what I just said.
So, yeah, I know, right? Mario's going to destroy everything in its path. Now, they do have a Toy Story coming out this year, which will probably do pretty well as long as they don't ruin Buzz Lightyear again.
But, like, they're not, on Reddit, people who do this, they're even saying, hey, don't get too excited yet. They're going to deliberately target those who are going to give it a good review and in lockstep. They used to make sure, when Kneon used to go to press events, they'd look over his shoulder to make sure he did all the right hashtags and said all the same things everybody else was saying. And it's what they told them to say.
Yeah, so this kind of reminds me, I mean, speaking of Pixar, when I think what actually kind of ruined it for us was going to Toy Story Land. And I gave it a good review.
You gave it a fair review.
I gave it a very fair review. It was a nice addition to Hollywood Studios, but I said it was hot. It was too hot. Oh my God. Did I not hear from Disney's people within, like, first thing the next morning or whatever? And I wasn't even negative. I think I gave it like a B+ or an A-. I said the only complaint I have about it is, well, two complaints. One, it was too hot, and they had kids latrines in the bathrooms. I'm like, I'm over 6 foot tall, right? I'm gonna spray all over the place. It's like an elementary school bathroom.
You were nicer than I would have been, because I was also like, I like it, it's nice, but it's very, carnival out of the box. For
it was.
But that being said, they did put shade in. I want to point that out. Like a week or two later, they added more shade to the park, because I think you weren't the only one who said it, but they did. They were not happy that he didn't toe the line and say everything they wanted him to say. And that's what they're saying on here. They're like, these are going to be these are early reviews for people who know we're going to kiss our ass, say everything they want them to say, because they want more access. And they know they're only going to get more access if they are just ridiculously glowing about everything. Now, that being said, does not mean this is a bad movie. We don't know. But the point still remains, nobody cares about this movie. No one is talking about this movie. It's coming out a little more than a month. I don't think people even know this movie exists. Okay? That was what happened with Elio.
Yeah.
Same thing. But this is actually tracking worse than Elio.
Yeah, that's why they're starting so early, and that's what I was going to say. The reason they're starting early, people are like, oh, it's best movie of the year in January. I'm like, yeah. Because they know they're in trouble. Nobody cares about this one. There's been zero buzz. The only thing anybody cares about with Pixar now, for better or for worse, is the Toy Story, Inside Out, the franchises. If they did another Finding Nemo, if they did Finding Nemo again, that would probably get some buzz, right? Nobody cares about these offshoot movies, and even though some of them are good, I mean, we've said before, like Turning Red was pretty good. I thought it was pretty good.
People didn't like it. I liked it. I felt very seen.
It didn't feel like a Pixar. Okay, so it didn't feel like a Pixar movie, but it was an okay movie, right?
It was a giant ginger red panda that calms down, that has an anger problem, and calms down by brushing hair. It was very me. I felt very represented that day.
What it feels like with a lot of these offshoot Pixar movies is that they're basically shorts being stretched out into a movie. They have that same like art school energy, and that's fine. But if you're trying to make a commercial product, and you know what I'm saying? And plus, John Lasseter's not there anymore, right? So none of these movies feel like something he would have made. And Inside Out 2 was a huge hit, but that was because it was Inside Out. They stuck the formula. These ones, I get they're trying to start franchises, but I'm like, if it were me and I were a Disney executive and they said, we want to help, we want to start a new Pixar franchise. Okay, what you got? Well, we got a movie about robotic beavers, and this girl beams her brain into a robotic beaver and hijinks ensue. And I'd be like, that's the dumbest shit I've ever
Well, yeah, I guess the animals think they're going to destroy humans or something. It's not going to work. And here's the thing: it's like Disney has said that they're going to do 2 sequels for every one new project, because they're trying to find something else to make a bunch of movies based on a new IP. They've said this flat out,
right?
And they're not picking ones that are going to resonate. Usually, you can tell if something's going to resonate with a wide audience. These are not things that are going to resonate with a wide audience. No one knows they're there. Again, doesn't mean it's a bad movie. Just no one knows it exists. This video probably won't get a lot of views because people don't care about Hoppers.
Nope.
A lot of people in the comments are going to be like, oh, I didn't know about that. Or, oh, I forgot this movie existed. And it's not out yet until March.
They will care if I put Pixar characters on fire and crying. And they will care.
Which is probably what he'll do.
I will make you care. And we'll get more views on the video with the Pixar characters crying and lit on fire than they're going to get on there. Oh, my gosh, guys, you see the Beaver movie?
Probably.
Nobody cares.
So anyway, we're going to wrap this up.
We're going to wrap it up. Please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants. We'll talk later.
Bye.